Hi, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from December 15th to January 15th. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Gemini, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. If you're interested in being a part of our raffle, link is going to be below for that. You can purchase your tickets. Winners are going to be announced on Christmas Eve on December 15th. So if you're interested in that, if you have any questions, you can contact us on our live chat via our website. Okay, so your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, Two of Cups in reverse, okay? So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles often talks about reevaluating things in our lives, reevaluating, you know, our position in life, what we want to do moving forward, where we're coming from. There's always this reevaluation, okay? And it just so happens between now and January, you're doing that, okay? And we're going to talk more about that for you when we clarify in a moment. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Death, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel, you know, with the Death here, something here transformed or changed or came to an end for you in the past. Okay, and the Ace of Cups here is talking about love, new love. So there could have been a new love that came into your life, and, you know, as quick as it started, it came to an end for many of you. Okay, you have the Knight of Cups here as well. So there was definitely this, you know, on and off emotional energy that wasn't consistent, okay? And we're going to talk more about that for you when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Sun, the Empress, and the Knight of Swords. So in the present moment, there's definitely somebody coming in, okay, in the present moment, and it's leading to a meeting. There's like a meeting or something, and it's leading to this happiness. It's like, ooh, we're accomplishing this. This is great. And we're going to talk more about this when I clarify in a moment. In the near future, you have the Queen of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay. So in the near future, it's almost as if, Gemini, that you want to put some sort of painful situation behind you. There's this energy of, I don't want to think about this anymore. I want to put it behind me. I want to move on. It's like you want to move on from this. Okay. And it could have a lot to do with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or somebody who embodies this Queen of Wands energy. Okay. It could be someone who hurt you or caused you pain. So we're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups in reverse is often about a falling out of a relationship, falling out of harmony with a specific person. It's almost like there is no more relationship. That's what it may feel like, okay? And again, this relationship does not have to be a romantic one. It could be a business relationship, a family relationship, a friend, okay? So just apply it to your situation how you see fit. So let's get into your reading. Let's do some clarification and let's see what's going on. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups. You have the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. Your biggest challenge, Gemini, is to really determine, okay, to really determine whether or not this situation is something you want to go back to. Is this something that you see yourself committing to? Here you are in the center, the Queen of Wands. Again, gender is not important in the reading. It's the energy. So you may find between now and mid-January that you're reevaluating your position, especially when it comes to a marriage, a job that requires tenure. Okay, so when we talk about tenure, we're talking about, you know, a contract. Three of Pentacles is about, you know, do I still want to hang out with these type of friends? Do I want to be around these type of people? So your whole entire life between now and mid-January, there's going to be this sense of reevaluating everything, okay? Person, place, or thing. Do I want to be here? Do I not want to be here? Do I want to be involved with these people? Do I not want to be involved with these people? Okay, so there's a whole reevaluation. That's going to be a big part of your challenge because a lot of you may be comfortable, you know, hanging out or being involved with certain people. And, you know, between now and mid-January, you may not want to. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the death. Something here ended in the past. You have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. The reason why something here came to an end, Gemini, in the past was because you either felt like this person or situation you were involved in, you weren't getting enough. Okay, you may have felt like you deserved more. There could have been this energy of, you know, it's too difficult. This is becoming too difficult. And there's this frantic energy here in the past, right? It's like just cutting people off, cutting things off. It's like done, right? And as much as something new tried to start here, it wasn't consistent. Something just wasn't consistent. There was this like, it's like something started and then it never really went anywhere. Started and then never really went anywhere. So that's why something here came to an end, because it just couldn't get off the ground. Okay, no matter how much you tried to make it work, it just didn't in the past. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups in the recent past. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, yeah, and the 9 of Cups, yeah. So somebody here may have felt in the past that even though a new love was coming in, it took way too long for this new love to develop. Somebody here constantly kept their options open and they were just like, oh, well, you know, whatever, I'm just gonna keep my options open. And somebody in the past, they may have felt like, hey, I'm better off on my own. I can be happier and better off on my own, okay? And that's what I feel happened here in the past for you. Now, in the present moment, I'm not sure what's going on. It's actually a very interesting combination because you have the Knight of Swords and the Empress. So I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords first because I feel you are the Knight of Swords and there could be some sort of important message for you. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords for Gemini in the present moment. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Cups. You have the 2 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So in the present moment, somebody's coming in and offering you love. Somebody's interested in you, okay? And it looks similar to whatever happened in the past. It's happening again in the present moment. Gemini, there's a really strong closed off energy in the present moment, okay? I don't know if this is you or your person, but it's almost like you're determined to achieve something. You're determined to make something happen here, but it's not happening because of this closed off energy. It's very similar to what I said to Taurus, okay? Some of you could be dealing with Taurus, or you could have Taurus very strong in your chart. Tell me more about the Empress in the present moment. Somebody here has a lot of potential. Okay, you have the Sun twice in the present moment, which is really good. So the Empress is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the Sun. So in the present moment, there's a lot of fear and anxiety about whether or not something here is going to develop. I don't know if it's going to develop. I don't know if it's going to grow. I don't know if it's going to be fair. I don't know if it's going to be balanced. You have this idea or you have this vision, but I'm going to be really honest with you, Gemini, and this is just something, it's like a warning that I'm telling you. You need to look at both sides. You cannot just look at one side, okay? You are a dual sign. What does that mean, duality? Well, I did a whole entire speech on duality a year ago or 2 years ago on my other channel. And you can go search it out if you want to get knowledge, okay? Duality is talking about the fact that we live in a dual realm, okay? So the dual realm talks about night, day, cold, hot, boy, girl, up, down, left, right. So as much as you want something here to happen and you want it to transpire, and I feel like this is very much connected to love or something that you enjoy doing, you need to also look at both sides because there is a happy side and there's a not so happy side. And you know what I'm talking about. So the problem I'm seeing here is that you may be going, and you have this one vision, but you're not seeing the issues around it, okay, that you may face. So this is something that you need to be aware of, and that's why your challenge is the Seven of Pentacles, because there's an energy here of you needing to reevaluate as you go, okay? So if you're somebody who's like, I have a vision, this is what I want, and this is what I'm gonna get, and you're not thinking about all the detours and things that may pop up that you need to deal with along the way, well, then you're not really being consciously aware of how to get to this place of happiness, get to this place of completion. So it's a process. This whole entire situation you're going through in the present moment is a process. And it's okay to have your vision. There's nothing wrong with having a vision, but you also need to remember the pitfalls that you may face along the way. And that's what Spirit is reminding you of in the present moment, okay? So tell me more about the Sun in the present moment for Gemini. Justice, okay? Ace of Wands. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. So again, justice is not only about justice and you know, getting what we deserve and what's fair, it's also about balance. Because, you know, look at these two, and remember I talked about duality, and there's that confirmation of duality, black and white, night and day. And as you can see, this person who's holding this is blindfolded, so they're not seeing the duality here. So if you're able to balance these two dualities, and this could be you balancing your dual energy as a Gemini, you have two sides to you. Sometimes you show one side and the other time you don't show the other side. There's a new beginning that's happening here, and there's a huge opportunity. But this opportunity and this new beginning is only going to happen if you can see both sides. Be honest with yourself. Don't think that whatever happened in the past is going to happen again. It may happen again, but it may be a little bit different. Okay? So I said this to Taurus, being closed off and thinking the world is a bad place and everybody's bad and thinking everything's wrong, and you know, you're just missing opportunities like that. So you need to understand, understand, and understand why dual nature exists, okay? And I've talked about this before where I said, if we don't have bad, then we can't have good. And if we don't have good, we can't have bad. The good grows when the bad grows, and the bad grows when the good grows. And I know that sounds a little bit kind of contradicting, but that is our nature. That is the plane in which we live on, okay? And that's what's happening. So beautiful new beginnings happening for you if you can see both sides, and you can also plan and prepare for the pitfalls that may come up during your point in getting to where you want to be, because there's a goal that you have in the present moment that I feel you're working towards. Now, in the near future, you just don't want to remember the pain. You're like, I want to forget it. I don't want to remember it. I want to, like, Monica, how can I move on from this? I just want to move on from this. So we're going to talk about that. Let's clarify the Three of Swords in the near future. Three of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords. You have the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So in the near future, like I said, I feel you're going to walk away. You're going to walk away from something here that just doesn't satisfy you anymore. It could be the fact that some sort of situation is causing you a lot of pain and you just don't want to see it anymore. It's like, I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to experience this anymore. But you need to be careful here, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because the problem that you have between now and mid-January is you're looking at something only one way. You're not looking at it from multiple perspectives, and that's your pitfall. That's your downfall, okay? Because when we want to achieve something in life, there's so many other ways that we can go. Like, you know how people say, oh, you have to do things this way. You gotta do it this way, man. If you don't do it this way, then you're not gonna get it. And it's not true. That's not true, because there's so many different ways to success. There's so many different ways to accomplishing and achieving what we want. And it's like a maze. Life is like a maze. There's so many different angles and paths and ways that you can go about doing it. And that's what Spirit's trying to show you. So even though something here is unbearable in the near future and you don't want to look at it anymore and you don't want to see it anymore, really analyze the situation, because inside this pain that you're facing in the near future, there's an opportunity, and it has a lot to do with money, okay? And I'm going to show you what I mean. Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, again, this person, like I said, You see how they're walking away? They don't see value in something anymore. They're like, I don't see value in it, but there is value. And I'll give you an example. You know, it's like melancholy, right? You know, if you don't know what melancholy is, you can look it up online. When we're in a place of being down and out, you know, depression, sadness, feeling like we just don't care anymore, that is there for a reason, okay? So when society says to us, oh, you're crazy, you need pills, you're a psychopath, no, that is motivation. It's like songs, right? Like when somebody writes a song, they write a song based on how they felt. I was sad, I was depressed, but then I was able to get out of this, right? So there's always this hope kind of energy. And I think that's what's happening here. So even though you're quick to dismiss a relationship or dismiss people, there's something you need to learn from this pain. Instead of just walking away and thinking the grass is greener on the other side, no, there's duality. You're learning about duality from now until mid-January. And that's what's happening for you. Okay, so let's get some advice for you. As I looked at the clock, it was 5:55. So there's a big change between now and mid-January. Big awakening that's happening for you. And this is about you looking at both sides. Okay. What's the advice for Gemini? Okay, so you have the 9 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Moon. Don't dismiss your feelings. Don't dismiss your emotions. A lot of you are in this place of, I don't want to see it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to feel trauma. I just want everything to be easy. I want to have a new beginning. I want to be happy. It doesn't work like that. Anybody who tells you just have a new beginning and you'll be fine, it doesn't work like that. If you don't deal with your emotions and confront them and face them for what they are and look at them not only from one perspective, from multiple perspectives, then the ability to even have a new beginning and learn something isn't there. And that's part of life. Part of life is to go through struggle. It is to go through pain. It is to go through some form of emotions. That's what makes us human and not robots. Isn't it beautiful? So your biggest piece of advice here is, while you have this new beginning and while you want this new beginning and you want to feel happy again, don't dismiss your emotions, because inside of those feelings and those emotions that you have, there's something beautiful to learn, which is going to help you have a better new beginning. A new beginning can happen, but are we also taking with us the experience that has come from these emotions that we're feeling, or are we just ignoring them? Because a lot of you think all it's going to take for you to be happy again is to have a new beginning, and it's more than that. It's more than that. Your experiences and your feelings are valid. They're there for a reason. Anybody who tells you, oh, you're depressed, you'll get over it. It's more than that. And that's what Spirit's asking you to do. Look deeper. Look at both sides. And you're going to see, once you look at both sides, that having this new beginning is going to lead to this satisfaction and happiness that you actually are looking for. Okay? So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're interested in our raffle, which is taking place on December 24th, make sure you get your tickets below. If you have any questions, you can always contact me on my website. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.